Good afternoon, I guess it is. It's April 1st. So I don't have any April Fool's pranks for you. uh, except that the snow's melting. That's not really a prank, but it's true. After being cold for the last few days and getting this big dump of snow, it's now, as I set out, last time I asked, it was +8, and I think it's supposed to go to +12. So if you're in Fahrenheit terms, that's from the mid-40s up into the 50s. If it reaches +12, it'll be in the 50s. And it's only going to be warmer over the next couple of days. So the snow will be vanishing quickly, especially anywhere the sun hits it. Hopefully that was our last snowfall, but you can't guarantee these sort of things, as I've mentioned before. I did a long walk yesterday in the snow out in Harbor Landing. This will be a short, ordinary walking downtown walk through the slush. Hopefully not too many puddles to avoid. Shouldn't have any ice to worry about anyway. The sidewalks are melty. What have I been doing today? Publishing stuff. Oh, I should have stayed on the other side. I forgot about this bit of work here on the sidewalk. Oh well. Made an announcement of a fairly major acquisition that Shadow Pup Press will have coming out this October. It's a book called Ibrax. It's by Governor General Award-winning author Arthur Slade from Saskatchewan. He has a popular YA series, upper middle grade YA series called Dragon Assassin, and this is a start of a new series set in that world, but the main character is the dragon, whereas the others focus on the girl who rides the dragon and is indeed an assassin who rides a dragon. I don't know how that works and how this assassin is your good character. I haven't read the other books, but I'm thinking I should now if I'm going to publish this one. Anyway, that's coming out, and so I put out an announcement on that today. And there's been, emails and this and that. Nothing too productive this morning. Although one fun thing I did while I was, because the cleaning lady was there in the living room where I normally work, I went up to the office and did something else I'd been meaning to do, which was to, I should walk on the other side because the sidewalk is clearer, I just finally realized. I rediscovered, as digging through some old CDs, some audio files that I probably put them on the computer at some point, but it's been a while. In fact, I know some of them are on my website. But anyway, I've got them better filed now. One is the list of the songs recorded at the last concert of Midnight Sun, which was an a cappella group I sang with in the late 80s, early 90s, all made up of guys who went to Western Christian College where my dad taught, so all of us had actually sung in my dad's choir. We would have called it the chorus, not a choir, but so that was cool. And there are a few solos I have, which was interesting to listen to for the first time in a long time. And 30-year younger me, because this final concert was on was in 1993, I guess. So 20 years ago, easily. 30 years ago, sorry. Which would have put me in my early 30s. So I guess I sound a little younger, but there's often ice and puddles along here, unfortunately. It should just be puddles, though. And then the other one was the recording of The Snow Queen, which was a children's opera by my good friend Robert Urson. And I was in the original cast when Prairie Opera toured it. Again, that would have been in 1994, January 1994. So it was recorded 30 years ago, probably almost exactly. And still got a ways to wait here, so I think I'll go on up Albert Street. It was broadcast on CBC. A slightly shortened version. The recording is missing a few things that were in the production that we did in schools every day. But that was fun to hear again, some of those songs. I will probably do one of them in this birthday recital I'm planning to do this summer, celebrate my 65th birthday. There's a song called The Raven Song, which is a patter song, very, very fast, especially the last verse. So I'll see if I can still do that, as I did 30 years ago. See, the roads have already dried off for the most part. Our last Bucket Monday ever. Why is that the last one ever? Are they closing? I don't think so. They just did some renovations in there. There's a few other old recordings. I know they were originally on cassettes, and I had a setup way, way back when I could turn those into WAV files, and I put them on CDs. I don't have any way to take files off of a tape anymore because we don't have a tape player in the house that I can put my fingers on. There might be one down in the basement tucked away. So these are like second generation copies, but still fun to listen to. I also have recordings of my university choir, including a concert in Augsburg, West Germany. Leopold's is behind me, actually. So it's been fun to hear them again. There's nothing there that I, haven't heard, and a lot of it's already online. But I might still post 2 or 3 files off of this latest rediscovery, if I get around to it. Not exactly important, it's fun to share. There's also a recording of Oliver, first musical I was ever in. It wasn't the full show. I was in grade 10, so I was 14. I played Mr. Bumble. We thought that the songs were the easy part, so we did a version of Oliver where we narrated across all the dialogue bits. Well, of course, the songs are actually the hard part. I don't know why we thought, why we just didn't, well, we didn't, I don't think we ever got the rights to do it at the time, and nobody was as worried about that. I think we created it off of the record and some sort of book about the making of the movie, I think is how we created that version of Oliver. I don't think there was ever any rights paid for to do it. Good afternoon, Ashok. That's where we're headed, downtown. The Hotel Saskatchewan, of course, my favorite writing place. When I'm willing to spend the money it takes to sit there and write. Not the cheapest place to have lunch, but the best for writing. They got nice big tables, and usually not too noisy. Sometimes I have to move. Sometimes you'll get like a whole slew of people coming in to sit at one of the big tables. They always seem to be lawyers for some reason, so they're very noisy. See if the jaywalker makes it across in one piece. Oh, I think he did. It's the credit union building up there. Number 1 fire hall, of course, over there. So far I've managed not to get my feet, well, they're a little wet. I stepped in something that's got my shoes a little wet, so I probably should have worn my boots, but oh well. Yes, that is correct. 13th Avenue right up here. Corner of 13th and Albert right here. It's unusual that I keep getting the lights going in this one direction. But as long as I got them, I'll keep walking this way. This will take me all the way down to Victoria, which I don't usually end up down at that corner to cross. I could wait and cross here, but what the heck. Yeah, Thai here. We just ate there the other night. I often say that's our go-to Asian food restaurant around here. Now, this is the kind of thing that if it was freezing, this would be a sheet of ice. And probably will be tonight when it drops below freezing. So, if it drops below freezing tonight, it is going to be quite warm. So I think it'll probably still freeze. That's why the safest time for me to walk is during the day. Not first thing in the morning, but later on after it's melted off. This time of year. Up here we'll turn across, go down Victoria Avenue. Yeah, no, there's no question. There's more zombies wandering around downtown than there used to be. It's not as bad as Edmonton, where we were last year. And yeah. But certainly you see more than you used to. I used to know all the kind of strange people that wandered around downtown. There weren't that many of them. You knew them by sight. And now you're more likely to see strange people who are also strangers. Well, there was one guy that used to walk around yelling racial insults at people. I don't know what happened to him. What?
What are you doing?
Live streaming my walk.
That's all right.
People like to watch. I have about 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's all right. Well, you have yourself a good, wonderful day, sis.
You too.
And you and your followers have a good day, too.
Thank you. Now, they were supposed to build a huge hotel on that lot. Never happened. They dug a hole and then filled it in again. Of course, this next building is the one used to be where my publisher, Kato Books, was located. But they went bankrupt and went somewhere else. See, the sign is still there. They didn't go somewhere else. They just went away. Actually, I'm publishing a lot of books that they originally did publish, or were going to publish. Ah, you know that guy. Yes, I am. I always expected him to get beat up or something, but he would be better at sometimes than others. Clearly, it was a medication thing. He wasn't taking his pills, and he would walk around and he yelled at everybody who went by and said the most horrible racist things. Haven't seen him for a while though, so maybe he's gone. Yeah, I figured it was Tourette's. Yeah, exactly. When he got off his medication, it wasn't good. I don't think it was ever a threat, but he felt like a threat, that's for sure. City Hall. Ox Metropolitan United Church. This is the provincial courthouse, of course. I've never even been in this building, which I guess is a good thing. Never had any reason to show up here. Oh, he's still around? That's good. I was worried about him getting away. Not that he was my favorite person to encounter, but he clearly had problems. And then there used to be the woman with smeared lipstick carrying a handbag. Used to see all the time. Haven't seen her for years. Those are the two I particularly remember. Cognac for Easter. This is the Balfour, as I always point out, my favorite entranceway to any building in the city, actually. And if you're going to shoot a movie in Regina and you want to have a place that looks like a fancy New York apartment, this is the place you'd probably shoot in front of. And the apartments are very nice too, the condos. At least the one we looked at when we were looking. We didn't buy it, we looked at it. That's Victoria Park over there. This GI building is the gold one. Sastel switching facility down there is why there's that big antenna array. This is First Baptist Church, where I just sang in their Easter concert, which you can see online if you wish. See, you knew it too, knew who I was talking about too. Yeah. Now though, there's too many sketchy people that you encounter if you're not aware of your surroundings. I don't think there's a huge problem with insulting people or anything, but still. Here's Land Titles Building, now home to the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame. Next block is the Hotel Saskatchewan, my destination. Classic look of downtown. You can jaywalk here as long as nobody's turning right pretty safely. There's the Avery Towers, the tall white one. Federal government building. And over here, the Hotel Saskatchewan, which is a Marriott, like just about everything else. Which is good. I'm actually a Platinum Elite Marriott member for 1 year. It won't last. There's no way I can get in enough stays to keep it for another year. I'll still be Gold Elite. But it's nice while you've got it. You get special treatments a little bit. Okay, I will stop here. Thanks for walking with me. And bye for now.